my exes.
Acting by night. Keep going crazy.
Show off your skin, that shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, hitting your base, racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Hey boos, hey. So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. It's been a long time since I've been so inspired and passionate about a story that's gone viral like this. This particular story I want to talk about is about a girl named Nye and a man who she affectionately calls Unc. I had been following this for quite some time very closely because I knew it was going to go left and that it was only a matter of time before things went awry. So we're going to talk about it tonight from beginning to end of the young, beautiful, Black and intelligent 21-year-old college student named Nye, who was in school in D.C. when she crossed paths with a much older, homeless man who asked her for some tea. So she does that and takes it a step further. She uses her own money, buys some food, buys his medication, pays to put him into a hotel, even gives him money, and continues to take care of him for months out of her own pocket. Goes insanely viral, so she starts this GoFundMe for him, quickly raises $400,000 for him, and it does not end well at all. So I want y'all to be patient with me tonight. Walk with me, y'all. Get y'all snacks and y'all's wine, child. I usually do quick summaries that you guys are used to, but this one really requires a little bit more attention and time and dedication to detail because this story is truly crazy. And I think that there are some gems and important takeaways here, so I don't want to skip over any details. So let's get into it. Let's start from the beginning where Nye is recording for her TikTok. I don't know if she was an aspiring blogger or vlogger, but she was recording on her TikTok when she encountered this older homeless man who she eventually affectionately starts to call Unc.
Huh?
Some tea.
Tea?
Tea. Some hot tea.
Some hot tea?
Yeah.
Damn. From where? I'm walking to Trader Joe's. You want to walk with me?
Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
All the way up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can stop by Starbucks or something. Say hi to my TikTok. Alright, so we about to go on CVS real quick. So we in here. He about to show me where he gotta go. Because he said he's in pain. So he just got insurance yesterday, but it takes 45 days for his insurance to be active. So I told him, like, I'm just gonna pay for it. So he got his medication. Do you recognize this one? I think this is the one you're supposed to have. I'm gonna ask him. So we at Starbucks now. What size do you want? Do you want like a small one? Okay. Can I get a grande green tea, please? Okay. Here's your green tea. Do you want some napkins? So the CVS we were just at only had one of the medications, but the one he really needs, they don't have it. And he's in pain. He literally cannot walk with me. So I told him, like, stay here. I'm going to walk to the other CVS, and I'm going to see if they got it. So I made it to the other CVS, and the guy was so nice. He gave us a heavy discount. He was like, I applied a good discount. And then I'm waiting for his prescription to get refilled. So I got to sit here and wait. Guys, I'm so happy they had his medicine. So I'm on my way to go find him right now. So they had your medicine. So I got your medicine. All right, so we switched. He's gonna push my cart, and then I'm gonna take his suitcase. He's talking about he's gonna go to a church. I said, no, I'm gonna get you a hotel room. But I know all these cars looking like, what the hell do they got going on? All right, yo. After an hour, we got Uncle room. Okay, here go your room. Oh, period. Period. Look at Unc, I done got you a room and everything. This is your keys, Unc. I want you to enjoy yourself. Check out 11 o'clock. Here, give you some money. Okay. You got my number, right?
Yes.
You gonna be good?
Yes.
So,
I love you.
I love you too. Y'all, TikTok. We spent how many hours together, Unc?
We spend them.
We spend them. I haven't eaten all day. I'm hungry. I gotta go back to school. What kind of cancer you got?
Prostate. Come on.
Prostate?
Prostate.
Okay. So Aunt got cancer, y'all. I wanted to help him. It was crazy because I was going to get my groceries delivered and I decided to go on a walk. And you were so nice. All you asked for was tea. You said, can I get some tea?
That's all.
And then you were so kind. I said, no, I want to do more for him. So I'm glad that you allowed me to help you. You were so kind to me. And I really hope everything gets better with you. I'm going to pray for you.
Great.
I give you my number. I looked out for you. You got your prescriptions.
Yes, you did.
I'll give you some money so if you want to go get some food. So I'm going to look for you, Unc. So I'm going to see if I can raise... Y'all, TikTok, we need to raise money for Unc, y'all. We need to help Unc out. Seriously. Well, say bye to my TikTok, Unc.
Love you.
Love you. I just got home. I just spent like 4 or 5 hours with him. I haven't eaten all day. I didn't actually grocery shop. Instead, I wanted to help him. I want to start a GoFundMe for him, y'all. Seriously. So hopefully this ends up on the Right People For You page. I got his information. I want to find him. I don't know.
Okay. So she meets this homeless man. He asks her for a cup of tea. He goes on to give her this sob story about having prostate cancer. So she feels bad. She pays for his medication, bought him some Starbucks, got him some groceries, even got him a hotel room we see. She also gave him some money. And in addition to that, gave him her number so she can continue to take care and look after this grown-ass man as a 21-year-old, broke, struggling college student. And hold on, because that's just the beginning. It gets way worse. This is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. Just wait. So she goes on to start a GoFundMe, and it goes insanely viral, and she earns $500,000 for this dude.
In the name of all that is holy, would you look at Karen Smith's gym clothes?
Of course, all the plastics are in the same gym class. Where are the plastics?
They're teen royalty. If North Shore was Us Weekly, they would always be on the cover.
Rerun. Hey, 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 what's happening?
That one right there is Ayanna Van Zant. She's one of the dumbest people you'll ever meet. I sat next to her in law school last year and she told me I should date our bus driver. And that funny looking one over there, that's Tyler Perry. She expects women to cape and coddle broke men because she was one and we turned her into a billionaire. She also tells successful black women to date who can pay the light bill because she secretly does the same thing. And evil takes a human form in Nicki Minaj. She's male-identified and male-worshipping, so hates other women who look like her.
Is it the thanks that I get for putting you bitches on?
She hates black women so much, she even defends predators and married ones. She even victim blames and makes fun of DV survivors.
I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. Lie on her dead mama. Lie on her dead mama. Lie on her dead mama.
Are you tired of constantly being bullied by mules and mean girls? Are you sick of being told to lessen your standards and to ride or die? Are you exhausted from tolerating anything just to say you got a man? Then you're in the right place. Join the Lexus Exodus Patreon private community to meet like-minded, divested women who prioritize self first. In my Patreon, you will participate in exclusive lives, get access to exclusive content, get access to a private community of other divested women, and much, much more. Join us by visiting patreon.com/LexusExodus. See you soon.
Y'all gonna make me cry. No, y'all, I actually did cry. The fact that I posted this and it's already getting a lot of attention, that's what I really wanted. I really want to help this man. I'm just a college student. There's only so much I could do. I did the best I could do. But that man, he was literally suffering. And it broke my heart. He was sharing how he has no family. He just carrying his suitcase. He was so kind that I just wanted to help him. And he had seen in so much pain. Y'all, so if you're seeing this, don't forget to be kind to someone. You may never know, but most importantly, I never done nothing like this. I never made a GoFundMe or anything, but donations are definitely appreciated. And anything that you guys donate, I just posted a GoFundMe link in my bio, and it should say donate for Alonzo. Anything helps, and anything that is received will be given to him, and hopefully we can raise enough money to help him get off the streets so that way he can focus on beating cancer. I mean, it's crazy. So as you can see, I had a goal of $10,000. Let's see where this goes. Maybe this will go on the Right People's For You page. Everything's gonna go towards him. And then I'm gonna include the link in my caption and right here. God bless everyone. I hope everyone's doing well and having a great day, by the way. So hopefully this inspires somebody. I'm just a college girl trying to live.
I've been so lonely though. I laid down and I asked God, could you bring my little angel back to me? And he said, rest my son. She's coming now. You know? And you know what though? I was in that room, I took a shower, and then I said, man, Lord have mercy. For some reason, well, I ain't finished it yet.
You want me to finish?
I haven't finished it.
Finish what?
The letter.
What letter?
The letter that I'm writing.
Writing me a letter?
Oh my God. Yeah.
There's a reason why we crossed paths. So you remember yesterday I said I do TikTok, Unc? You remember?
Yeah.
I said I do TikTok, Unc. I'm not really that big on there, but I said, I'm recording me going to grocery store. I said, you want to be my TikTok? You remember? And I was recording.
Yeah.
I got back to my place and I said, let me edit the video so I'm doing my video so I could post it. So it has been posted for less than 24 hours. And it has reached over, last time I checked, 12 million views.
Bad.
And I think close to 3 million likes. And then I made a GoFundMe for you.
You did?
Yes. And I asked people, I said, donate anything that's welcome. Everything will be given to you because I really want to help you.
I know you do.
And I think the last time I checked, they had raised over $150,000.
Shocking thing, ain't it? I feel damn good. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
This is crazy.
What?
This is crazy. You got more money than me now.
That's ours.
That's out. No, that's yours.
No, that's ours.
No, I don't need it.
You do.
Me helping you was more than enough. You deserve it. What you gonna tell TikTok?
Hey, TikTok, you see me? I'm doing good. I'm grateful. She found me again. I feel real good, This right here, it ain't such thing. I can defeat anything. Anything. You know why? You know why? I never stop.
I also want to include this clip that she has of her parents co-signing this because I want to really illustrate the lack of guidance and wisdom and the collective lack of common sense that's happening with the WAC community.
I mean, the man asked for some tea. That's insane. And that's just how the world, that's just show you that it's definitely God. Girl, I mean, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. I think you did an amazing thing. Like, I wasn't thinking about that at 21, I'll tell you that. I'm already proud of you, just being my daughter. That right there was just like, oh my God, I can't believe my daughter really. Just imagine what he's going to feel like when you tell him the news tomorrow.
I know.
It literally can change his life tomorrow.
Okay, so hopefully you guys are following along. So this 21-year-old little girl, and I'm gonna call her a girl because I'm 36 and this is a damn baby. This little girl who is alone in fucking DC, murder capital, picks up this homeless man like a damn stray dog off the streets, cleans him up, feeds him, gets him a hotel, pays for his medication like he a damn pathetic puppy, started a GoFundMe and raises $500,000. And here are her parents co-signing this bullish, talking about how proud they are of her. Meanwhile, the homicide rate in DC is astronomical. And meanwhile, she's there for college alone, broke herself, racking up student loan debt. And they patting her on the back for this nonsense. So see what I mean? No effing guidance, no wisdom at all. They giving her high fives and ish. Then the people with common sense start to begin to vocalize their concerns about this situation. And then this happens.
It is a TikTok video of a college student in D.C. helping out a homeless man. It went viral, and a GoFundMe campaign raised more than $400,000 to help him.
But tonight, questions are being raised about the man's alleged criminal history. And Fox 5 Sierra Fox joins us live from Northwest with this exclusive report. Sierra?
The man in that viral TikTok video goes by Alonzo. Tonight, I exclusively spoke with a woman who says here in D.C. years ago when she was homeless, he picked her up, and now she's only sharing the harrowing details with Fox 5. This is exclusive video you will only see on Fox 5. Police say Alonzo Douglas Hebron put a scarf over the victim's head while she was sleeping outside Foundry United Methodist Church. Then he started her face and body for several minutes. The brutal happened in June 2020 on Peachtree in Northwest D.C.
I'm speechless. I do not understand how a human being can act like this. He's a sociopath. He does not have a sense of remorse.
The victim, who wants to remain anonymous for safety reasons, says she woke up at the hospital not remembering what exactly happened to her. She's sharing these photos of the aftermath.
Is this the man who was you? Yep.
The victim claims Hebron is known as a violent and dangerous person in the homeless community.
So we in here.
That's why she says watching this viral TikTok video is triggering.
I've been struggling since then. I'm an alcoholic in recovery. Last week was my 18 months anniversary. And the last 2 days, yeah, I came close. I didn't, because he's not worth it.
After an hour, we got...
However, she does not fault the young lady for trying to help someone.
I was heartbroken. Heartbroken. I mean, first of all, kudos to the woman who did this. She meant well, and I do applaud her for that. I know it was a lot of work for her to do so. But portraying him as something he just simply isn't.
Records reveal back in November 2012, Hebron was sentenced to 5 years in prison for stabbing a man in the neck with a screwdriver during a fight on Queen Street in Northeast D.C. The suspect's past also includes other assaults and robberies. According to D.C. courts, Hebron was released to a halfway house last year in June 2023. He escaped and then was returned by the U.S. Marshal Service. It's not clear when he was released.
Why is he on the street? How many people does he have to hurt before? I'm sorry, it's locked up for good. He will not stop. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Now, the victim you just heard from wants to make it clear it's not about the more than $400,000 that was raised for Alonzo. She's sharing her story because she does not want anyone else to get hurt.
Okay, so we know niggas gonna nig. So it turns out Unc, this guy who she affectionately calls Unc, is a violent criminal who harms women. So she put herself in a very compromising, dangerous position being alone in a hotel room with him. And he has a documented history of violence. So much so, the news said apparently he's garnered a reputation of being dangerous in the homeless community. So this woman that we just saw was literally minding her business, and he randomly comes out of nowhere while she's sleeping and beat her the F up. So he's erratic and displays volatile behavior. They even share a prior conviction of him harming other people as well. But still, he has this GoFundMe that was insanely successful where she's racked up $500,000 for him. GoFundMe don't even say nothing. And quite honestly, they should have refunded everybody their money due to all this coming out. You know what? I was misled. I thought this was a genuine person and that we would be giving him a leg up. I didn't realize he was a problematic person with a long history of dangerous behavior and violent behavior. He a damn woman beater. They don't even do that. His money is still ready to go. All they ask is that he verifies his identity and provides an ID before releasing the funds. Okay. And because Blackistan love to pull the race card, they done got the shade room involved, talking about this was all due to racism.
35 million people watched it unfold.
Tea.
This fashion student was vlogging in DC, minding her business, when a homeless man asked her for some hot tea.
Say hi to my TikTok.
She went above and beyond, got him food, booked him a hotel, even picked up the cancer medication that he couldn't afford. Now she's only talking to the Shade Room about what's been happening.
So I spent like almost $3,000 that same day on my credit card.
And after raising over $400,000 on GoFundMe to help him, there's nothing to show for it.
Something is off about here.
We went straight to GoFundMe for answers. Where is the money? And why attorneys are now getting involved.
So I certainly think it's racially motivated.
Just as the donations were mounting, a report on the evening news in Washington, D.C., the Fox affiliate, WTTG-TV.
The attack was caught on camera.
Graydon says she had no idea, as Alonzo was on a path to turn his life around. And people were on her side. On Twitter, one user wrote, quote, "This story is an attempt to vilify this man." And another wrote, quote, "What do you want to gain from this?"
When everybody found out about the news, that's when I found out. So I'm just as in shock, just as blindsided as everybody else is, because wait, hold on. This is taking a whole different direction. It gave me a lot of anxiety. People were emailing me, making videos, just showing their support that, you know, we don't care. At the end of the day, we understand that life happens. People make mistakes, things happen, but we're in the present now and we're more concerned with helping him get into care.
And Graydon has been making that known as she spent the last several days checking on him. She says that he's been looking a lot better.
Immediately, I went to go get him a phone so I didn't lose him. Went to go get him some clothes, some, you know, necessities that any human being that would need that he didn't have. So I spent like almost $3,000 that same day on my credit card.
But last Saturday, she revealed another blow. The $403,000 raised on GoFundMe was put on hold.
Like, it won't let me take any money out.
She says the goal has always been to either set up a trust for Alonzo or transfer the GoFundMe dollars into a bank account for him. She's been working with her attorney to make that happen. She says, though, when she launched the campaign originally, she had to use her own information.
So I put myself, do you know why? I didn't know Alonzo's last name. He don't got no ID. How am I gonna put his information in and not even know it? So it was all my information. So technically I should be responsible. Now we're focusing on the highlighted part of their terms and conditions when it says all donations contributed to your fundraiser will be used solely as described in the materials that you post or otherwise provide. If you withdraw donations believed by donors to be raised on behalf of someone other than you, all donations will be given to and or spent on behalf of the beneficiary. That has literally not happened.
We looked further into the beneficiary rules and conditions where GoFundMe clearly lays out how to secure the transfer of funds and set up bank transfers. So what's the holdup? Graydon's attorney, Nail Benjamin, is trying to figure that out.
What they've done is they pieced together two different provisions, and the most critical provision that they focus on is the one that addresses concern of fraudulent activity or illegal activity. So they have essentially insinuated that they have concerns of fraud or illegal activity with respect to Sinai's account, with respect to Sinai's fundraiser, and with respect to the fundraising activity.
Benjamin sent us this email chain he's been having with GoFundMe asking to be connected with their legal team. The customer experience team declined, but did vow to work with them to move the process forward, claiming that they could only release the funds to Sinai if, quote, they establish contact with Alonzo and Alonzo provides ID and permission for Sinai to withdraw funds on his behalf and declares understanding of how Sanai will use funds to benefit him and or how she will transfer money to him outside of GoFundMe.
Okay, so this is very clear cut, very straightforward. They just need the ninja's ID. $400,000 is a lot of money. That's a significant amount of funds. They like, just prove his identity, then we'll release the funds. So Naya's like, okay, cool. That way I can pay off the $3,000 I spent going into debt for this ninja. Also, we can get this dude a home. I can get him settled and he can start over. This little girl drops her entire life, puts everything on pause and on hold to dedicate it to help him get an ID. And all of a sudden, she goes radio silent for months. And this is unusual for her because she's documenting all this, remember? We saw her meet this man in her initial encounter with him while she was walking down the street, ready to go grocery shopping, and he asked for tea. So she was regularly giving updates. She goes radio silent. She's not on social media. She disappears from her TikTok and everything. Well, just last week, she popped up and did an update, and it turns out this fool played her, y'all.
Part 2, what happened with Ankh. Now, I'm going to skip over some stuff because I pretty much vlogged it all from the day I met him to me looking for him, helping him get a hotel, all of that. It's all there, so if you've never seen it, just go to my Ankh and I playlist. Start from January 31st, the day I met him. But put yourself in my shoes. Imagine you innocently posted a video and it ended up getting all this crazy attention that you're not used to. But then you got a lot of people trying to interview you. A lot of local news stations, national shows trying to interview you. It was a lot of people that were coming at me. So if you don't remember, my first news interview I ever did was Fox 5 News. They ended up highlighting the story. It was a good thing. Fast forward, I ended up committing to a TV show that wanted to do my first national interview. A very exciting experience. I went to LA. I filmed the whole day. And they were like, yes, Sanai, thank you so much for coming. We're going to air it in a few days. So I was in LA probably for 2 days. When I got back from LA, I literally got a call from the producer. And she was like, hey, are you home? I'm like, no, I'm not home. Okay, give me a call when you make it home. I get home. Hop on the phone with her. She's like, we're going to put our show attorney on the line. I'm like, attorney? Fast forward. The attorney hops on the phone and she was like, hey, Sanai, we really appreciate coming on the show, but unfortunately, we cannot air it due to Alonzo's criminal history. We did some digging and research and we just cannot air it. And I get it. Like, I guess it just doesn't work with their brand. So they no longer aired it. When they told me we cannot air it because of his criminal history, that's when I found out he had a criminal history. And I was caught off guard. Literally, after I got off the phone with the producers of that show, Fox 5 literally calls my phone and it's just like, hey, Sanai, do you have a statement? Are you aware of Alonzo's criminal history? And I'm like, what's going on? I literally just landed back in DC from LA and I'm so confused. Oh, yeah. We have an exclusive with the lady and she's coming forward and we're going to air at 9 p.m. and she's saying that Alonzo, do you have a comment? Do you have a comment? I'm just like, what is going on? So I ended up making no comment because I didn't know. I just found out about this and I'm like, what's going on? Part 3, what happened with Ankh. So obviously Fox 5 aired it. It's circulating on social media and the situation went from being positive to negative real quick. My parents didn't feel comfortable with me being in DC by myself with no family out there. So they're like, honestly, either come back home or go to New York like you were originally planning to. So we're going to pause the story here. At this point, when all this was happening, Alonzo has been in his hotel for almost a week and it was time for him to check out. I so happened to get in contact with the Hilton. The Hilton reached out. They're like, hey, we want to help. How can we help? I already told them that he was already placed in a hotel, but it was only for a week. So I asked them if it was okay to switch him to one of their hotels after his reservation ends. Fast forward, current. So as I'm planning to go back to New York, it's basically almost time for Alonzo to check out. So obviously I have no car in DC. One of my friends helped me out. We went to go get Alonzo, check out, grab his stuff, and we switched him from the Holiday Inn, which I placed him in, to the Hilton. So the Hilton hooked him up. It was a very nice suite. I vlogged in all that. And yeah, he's in a new hotel. I have a peace of mind that he will be good. And I didn't leave him to New York without making sure that his stay was set. Backstory, once again, y'all remember when I took him to Target and I vlogged it? I spent over $1,000 that day, but 200 out of that 1,000 were Visa gift cards. I already got him clothes, necessities, a stay, a phone up to a year. The only thing he really needs to worry about is what to eat. So that's why I got him the Visa gift cards. I told him, hey, this is for you when you need something to eat. Spend responsibly until we're able to give you your money and work it all out. Okay, cool, no problem. So when we switched him to the Hilton, I asked him before leaving to New York, how much money do you have on your gift cards? Because I just wanted to make sure he had enough to eat. Oh, I think I got like $180. Oh, okay, cool. It's been about a week. It seems like you spend it responsibly. Okay, well, maybe that should last you until I get back. Yeah, no problem. So I ended up going to New York, doing my thing, come back for part 4. Part 4, what happened with Unc. So at this point, I'm in New York. Every day, we'll check in with each other on the phone. Hey, everything's good? Yeah, everything's good. Cool, okay. The 4th day of me being in New York, it was a Tuesday, I remember. We hopped on the phone. We're checking with each other. Hey, everything good? Yeah, everything's good. I'm just doing this and that. Okay, cool. He was telling me how he was working out, like, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, that sounds good. Awesome. We should probably get you on the alkaline diet. Make sure you eat healthier. Oh, yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And then I'm like, also, you need to get your ID. Make sure you get your ID. Go to the church. Because I told him in private, you got to go to this church. They're going to help you apply for your birth certificate, your ID, and your social card. And they'll pay for it. All he had to do was go to the church and apply. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go there. And then after that, towards the end of the call, I'm like, by the way, how much do you have on those cards? Because remember, 4 days ago, it was $180. He says, oh, niece, I didn't want you to be mad at me, but I got $2 on the card. I'm like, damn, we went from $180 to $2? What'd you get? Like, I get it nowadays, like, stuff be costing a lot or whatnot, but this is my own money. I don't have that much of my own money. I'm just in college. So I said, hey, Unc, I'm in New York. Let me figure it out to see how I can get you more money because I wanted to make sure he eats. So I said, in the meantime, make sure you just take care of your business of going getting an ID and all that. He's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I ended up hitting up my friend. Shout out to my friend for being so helpful. I'm like, hey, I'm in New York. I try to reload his gift card balances. It won't let me. Can you go purchase a new gift card for him? Yeah, I'm going to go do that. My friend ended up getting super busy that day. He couldn't do it. Part 5, what happened with Unc. So I talked to him that Tuesday. Wednesday comes. I call him. He doesn't pick up. I'm like, okay, maybe he's busy or whatnot. The whole Wednesday goes. He never ended up hitting me back. Thursday comes. I call him a few times. He would not pick up. So I'm like, what's going on? This is unusual because normally he would answer my phone or call me back immediately. So at this point, I called the hotel directly. I'm like, hey, can you transfer me to such and such room? Every time they would transfer me, he would not pick up. I would have to call him and be like, hey, have you guys seen him? And they're like, no, we haven't seen him, just whatever. So at this point, I'm stressed. I'm like, I'm all the way in New York and I don't know if this man is okay. So it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I didn't hear from him, right? Friday comes. The same friend I asked to go get him a gift card ended up not being available till that day. He's like, hey, I'm sorry I got busy with work these past few days. I could go get him a gift card now. How much do you want on it? What kind of gift card? I'm like, oh, hey, go get a Visa gift card, put $150 on it. I paid for it. I sent my friend the money immediately. My friend goes to his hotel. He's a police officer, so the hotel people already let him up to the room. He goes to the room. The room is neat. He left his phone there, according to him. He's like, what you want me to do? You want me to leave the gift card here? Like, what you want? I said, hey, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and leave the gift card there, but write a note telling him to give me a call because I've been trying to get a hold of him. So my friend writes a note. Hey, Unc, this is a new gift card. It has $150 on it. Give somebody a call when you can. And my friend leaves the gift card. He took a picture for me to see, and he went on about his business. So after that, the rest of the Friday, never ended up getting a call from him. Saturday comes, never got a call from him either. And I'm stressed about it. I'm like, do I have to cut my trip short? What do I have to do? So actually, there was this lady that was in DC, and I don't know, some of you guys remember that video of that lady filming him and asking questions, but that was me knowing he was okay. So I knew he was out and about and okay. So I'm like, okay, maybe I don't have to cut my trip short because it seems like he's okay. What happened to part 6? So at this point, I left New York, came back to DC, still have not been in contact with him. I would say 2 days of me being back at home, I get a call from his uncle. Never talked to this man a day in my life. And let's just say his uncle's name James because I don't want to put real names out there. Uncle James calls me. Hey, Sanaya, this is Alonzo uncle. So what happened was he broke his phone and he needs a new phone today. I'm like, well, where's Alonzo? He's like, oh, Alonzo's right here. Oh, okay. Can I please speak to Alonzo? Sure, no problem, Sanaya. As he's passing the phone, Alonzo, they speak in a weird code. It was just like abnormal. I'm like, that sounds like fishy. Instead of just saying, oh, hey, it's niece, hey, it's nice night, it was like, oh, this is like, it was so weird. So when Alonzo hopped on the phone, oh, hey, niece, oh, hey, Unc, I have not talked to you in a week. What's going on? Oh, what happened was when I was washing my clothes, I left the phone in the pocket and yeah, water damage, so my phone doesn't work anymore. Oh, damn, Unc. Okay, no problem. We'll just probably trade your phone out since it's still under the warranty. I'll be there in a few days to grab the phone. Okay, cool, no problem. Again, I'm checking in. Did you get your ID yet? It's an excuse every time behind the ID. Oh, yeah, they messed up again or da-da-da. So boom, the day I was supposed to go see him comes. I go to the hotel and he's not there. So obviously the room is under my name. I have a key. I'm like trying to look for the phone and the phone's not there. So I ended up deciding to go get him some food at the grocery store across the street. So that's when I restocked his fridge. I made a TikTok about it. And then I let them know, hey, Unc, stop by, restocked your fridge and also came to get your phone, but you weren't here, couldn't find it. I'll be back in a few days to grab it. Just leave it in the box. So he ended up calling me from the hotel phone. Oh, hey, I got your note. Yeah, da-da-da. So we ended up talking. I'm like, yeah, just leave it in the box and I'll be there in a few days. Oh, okay, no problem. So a few days go by and I'm back. He's there this time. So I'm like, hey, I'm back to pick the phone up. Like, where is it? Oh, you didn't see my note right there? And we looked down and there was a note and it said, be right back, went to go see my PO. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. Well, where's the phone? Oh, what happened was I ended up smashing the phone. I was talking to my PO and I got mad and I broke the phone. Okay, so it went from water damage to you breaking the phone, smashing it. Well, do you have the phone? Where's the phone? No, I don't have the phone. I don't have the phone. It's gone. What do you mean it's gone? I told you to leave it in the box so I could trade it out. I don't have the phone. It just wasn't adding up. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, well, what's going on with your ID? Did you get your ID like you said you would and it will be here this day? Oh, there's still issues with ID. Every time I asked about the ID, it was an excuse. Oh, either my application is messed up or something. I'm like, Unc, well, I told you I was going to be able to trade it out, but because you don't have nothing physically to give me, I can't get you a new phone because I would just have to buy a whole new phone. So I said, I don't really have a lot of money. When you get your ID and we're able to get your funds from your GoFundMe, then we could do that to go get you a new phone. But in the meantime, if you got to get in contact with me, just use the hotel phone. Okay, cool, no problem. That's fine. So a week goes by. He would not really call as much anymore, and I get it because he didn't have a phone. So I just wanted to give him his space and let him be his own person and still check in with him. So one of my friends actually ended up being in DC in town. We were on our way to a restaurant. As we were passing this area, I'm like, oh, this is where hotel is at. Can we stop by and see him real quick? I want you to meet him. Oh, yeah, come on, let's go. So we go do a random pop-up at Unc's hotel just to stop by and say hello. I go to the front desk. I'm just like, hey, is Unc here? Oh, yeah, he's here. So me and my friend ended up going upstairs to his hotel room, and he's acting completely weird. He's fanning himself. He's just like acting different, like he's nervous or something. So we're sitting here having a conversation. Keep in mind, the shower is running in the background. I'm thinking, if you're having a conversation with us, why is the shower running in the background? He's like, oh, I'm washing my clothes. But that's not adding up because the hotel staff told me that you would go wash your clothes downstairs and ask them for coins. So I peeped that. And then I'm looking at his kitchen, his fridge. He ran out of groceries. I'm like, hey, do you want to go back to the grocery store? And while I'm here, you can pick out what you want. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Keep in mind, the shower is still running. I'm like, okay, well, can you go ahead and turn the shower off? Okay, yeah, cool, no problem. Also, I needed to get in contact with his PO because every time I asked about an attorney to help him with his GoFundMe stuff, like helping with the trust and all that, he said that in order for me to get that information, I had to go to his PO. So I'm like, do I have permission to call the PO and get his information? So I call the PO and I'm like, hey, this is Sanai calling in regards, I got permission to get Alonzo's attorney's information. Is that okay if you could pass that along? Oh yeah, like let me do that, such and such. And then the parole officer ends up telling me that he hasn't seen Alonzo in a minute. And I'm thinking, didn't he tell me that he saw him the last time I was here? So boom, I'm peeping. He lied to me that one time. What happened to Unc part 7? So I peeped a lot and I'm just like, okay. So we ended up going downstairs, headed to the grocery store. Keep in mind, he's still on the phone with his parole officer trying to coordinate when they can meet up and do whatever they got to do because that's his business. So as I'm downstairs, one of the hotel staff stops me. Hey, Sanai, can I speak to you for a second? And I'm like, damn, what she got to speak to me for? I'm getting scared because I don't like that tone. So Alonzo's on the side on the phone with his parole officer taking care of his stuff. And then me and the lady go to the side and she said, hey, I just wanted you to know that I've been gone for a few days, but my coworkers brought it to my attention that he's been bringing somebody to his room and you should probably check in on that. And I'm like, really? Like, dang, I never heard of any of that, of course. So I'm like, well, can you describe the person? Like, can you give me more information on it? Oh, I wasn't here, so I really can't. So she goes and grabs her coworker. The coworker comes. She said, yeah, he's been bringing somebody pretty much every day for about a month. And I'm like, well, can you describe the person, what they look like? And she's like, I'm not good with none of that. I really can't. She's she's telling me stuff, but not really telling me stuff. So at this point, I'm just left confused. So I actually ended up realizing I had an appointment and I didn't have enough time to take him to the grocery store. So I said, hey, Unc, me and my friend will be back. I have an appointment. We'll take you to go grocery shopping later if that's okay with you. And you could go take your shower or whatnot. He's like, okay, cool, fine, no problem. We ended up leaving, going to my appointment, took care of my business. When we got done, my friend was like, oh, we got time now. Should we go back and get Unc some groceries? I'm like, yeah, let's go do that. So we go back to the hotel. The same two ladies I was telling about, whoever he was bringing to his hotel room, was like, oh my God, it's not. If you would have stayed an extra 10 minutes, or if you would have went to the grocery store like you were supposed to, you would have seen who we were talking about. Literally 10 minutes after y'all left, him and that person walked out. And I'm like, really? Then my friend stopped. She's like, that's who was in the shower. That's why the shower was running. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it makes sense why he was acting like that. What happened to Unc part A? So obviously I left the note saying that I'll be back tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow comes. Me and my friend, we get up early in the morning. We're like, no, we're not going to miss him because obviously Unc is on the go. Wherever he be going, whatever he be doing, he's like never at his hotel every time I pull up. So I want to pull up early before he would go. So we go up to the room. We're in the room. He's not there. And it looks like it was in the same condition that I left it the night before when I left him the other note. Like, he probably never even got my previous note of me saying that I was going to come back tomorrow to take him to get the ID. That's why I was so adamant about the ID. If you see my previous video about me explaining why they won't release his funds because he needs an ID, that's why I'm like, at this point, I got to take him to go get it myself because he's probably not going to do it. And he hasn't been doing it. It's been a lie, or who knows? It's been different stories about why he just don't got the freaking ID. So at this point, I'm like, he's not here. Let me just go back downstairs and write him another note. I go downstairs. There's a whole different employee. Hey, can I get a piece of pepper and pen? Yeah, here, no problem. So as I'm writing him a note, the guy stops me. He's like, hey, yeah, are you the person he told me not to let up last week? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, last week he said he was expecting some people and to not let you up. Who? Me, the person whose name is on the room, the person who helped him get the room. At this point, I'm stressed, and everybody basically in my private life sees my stress and how much I'm fighting for him and how much it has been affecting me and my personal life. And I can't really be Sanaa anymore because I was just so like, that's all I wanted for him was to just get the housing, get the medical care. That's all I wanted for him. And it's like only so much I can do. Like, I cannot force him to go do certain things. And at the end of the day, he's grown, right? I started falling off of my studies. I just felt like I wasn't really taking care of Sanaa at that point anymore. So last minute, I decided to just go to Miami because I couldn't even be in DC anymore. And also, I felt guilty about going out of town. I remember telling a few people, like, I don't think I should go out of town. Maybe I should just stay. Maybe he'll call me, or maybe we could take him to go get his ID so we could just get, you know, everything done. But back to me going to Miami. So I decided to go to Miami, and I'm trying to get last minute accommodations. Now, if you guys remember back when I got in contact with the Hilton and they gave Unc a stay, they also told me from the beginning, when you're ready for your relaxation stay, we're going to go ahead and give it to you. So at this point, I was ready to use it. And I really needed it. So I ended up getting in contact with the Hilton. I told him, hey, I'm going to Miami by chance. I know this is a little last minute, but can we make some accommodations? They went ahead and made accommodations for me. Shout out to them again because that was so amazing. I had a great experience in Miami. But when they made the accommodations for me, the guy told me, he said, hey, also, by the way, I know Unc's stay, we're going to cover it up till this day because we can't go over budget and whatnot, which is totally understandable. Like, they kept extending his stay because I keep asking, hey, like, we're having issues with the ID, blah, blah, blah. Like, we haven't been able to get any money. Can you guys just allow him to stay? So they kept extending it, man. And they got to the point where they're like, we can't even go over budget anymore. We just going to have to transfer it to your information and your card, and maybe you could start taking care of it, but we tried our best. And I was just so grateful. I'm like, you guys did more than enough. So as we're trying to coordinate my Miami stuff, he's like, also, I know his stay is going to end in a week. I'm going to put you in contact with somebody at the hotel so they can get your information and start charging your card, basically. Okay, cool, no problem. What happened to part 11? So I haven't heard from him since, and I just got to the point where I can't keep stressing myself out. So I literally made it my mission to just get my mental health right, go back to finishing school strong, and just work on everything that I literally put to the side for him. I'm the type of person, when I'm committed to something, I'm committed to it, and I like to do one thing at a time. So I remember months ago, everybody was like, you should do a nonprofit. This is your calling. I wanted to do it, but I had to put it to the side because I was dealing with this situation. I was kind of falling off of school a little bit. It was a lot that I put to the side for him. So it got to the point where I just wanted to get back to it and just start pouring back into Sinai and taking care of myself and my business. So fast forward, I get back to DC from Arizona. And at this point, I'm just trying to explore a little bit more DC before I go. Throughout my time in DC, I didn't really get to enjoy it or explore as much because I was just so invested in trying to, you know, help him that as a result, I stopped working at my internship. I wasn't able to give it my all anymore behind this whole situation. Like the Unk thing literally turned into like my own internship. So I stopped working at my internship. I didn't get to really experience that, which was unfortunate. I didn't really get to experience the city as a result. So I was just trying to make a best of like basically my last 2 weeks here. So even before I left DC, I didn't even get to see him or say goodbye. Still today, have not heard from him. Also, I forgot to mention, I hopped on the phone with the Uncle James again right before I moved back. And he's just venting to me again about Alonzo, how he tried to meet up with Alonzo to help him go take him to go get the ID or whatnot. And he waited somewhere for Alonzo for like 4 hours. Alonzo never showed up. So he's just getting frustrated with it and just venting to me. And then the uncle starts spilling all the tea about what Alonzo was doing that I wasn't aware. So for example, when I got him those gift cards, Alonzo tried to go buy him some Nike shoes and his wife some Nike shoes when the purpose of that was for him to eat, which was nice. Like, I see you're trying to buy people other shoes. And then I think also the second gift card, the $150 gift card, it was stolen by whoever he was hanging with or bringing to his hotel room. It was stolen. It was like a lot of stuff like Alonzo was doing according to the uncle. I don't remember everything verbatim, but it was a lot. And then the uncle ended the call off with like, you know, sweetie, well, my birthday's coming up on the 9th. Write my address down. Can you send me some money, some gift cards? And I'm like, who do you think I am? Like, I still haven't even paid off the stuff from Alonzo. Never been reimbursed from it till this day. And you're asking me for money for your birthday. And technically, I really don't know who you are. So that really did rub me off the wrong way. And then also right before I left, he called me again, and the uncle was just like, hey, sweetie, I checked my mail, never got my birthday gift, never got my money, and da-da-da. And I'm like, well, hey, uncle, like I told you, I'm in college. I don't have a lot of money. I just, you know. To sum it up, that's pretty much what I went through these past few months and why I haven't been able to post him or even really show you guys any really good results. You know, when making this video, I really didn't want to have to, you know, assassinate his character or make him out as this terrible person, because truthfully, I never really had a one-on-one conversation with him. I mean, I see some of your comments when some of you guys are thinking maybe this has happened, maybe he was influenced by certain people, or, you know, maybe this happened or that happened. I totally get it and I agree, but I'm at the point that I just moved back to California from DC. As you guys know, I'm about to graduate in a few weeks. I'm trying to get ready to launch my nonprofit, and I say that to say this experience was, for one, a learning lesson that you cannot help people that don't want to be helped. I know that man has my number memorized, so he can call me up if he really wants to. And if he so happens to call me up and say, hey, niece, like, I'm ready for the help. I'm ready to get my ID and be responsible and do everything, then I will help him. And I will try to get him into a better situation. But obviously, timing is everything, and it's just not the right time. Maybe it's not what God wants, or maybe this is not how God wants it to go. I don't know. Now, in terms of the GoFundMe money, I try to get you guys refunded. So I don't know what's going with that. If you would like a refund, I recommend you to just go ahead and go get your refund online. But I don't know what's going to happen with that GoFundMe situation, if things are going to change now that everyone's aware of what has happened. But even so, I think I saw a few people say, you know, use that money for yourself or use it to help others. That would be nice to, you know, put that into my nonprofit. But when I raised that money, I raised it for Alonzo.
Stick a fork in me. I am done. I am so damn done. And this is why I included the clip of her parents earlier, because her raggedy ass mama and daddy are at fault for allowing this bullshit. They failed this young woman. There are clearly no elders in this situation with wisdom or intellect or anyone with common damn sense, because what the hell? This is the blind leading the blind in this situation. Clearly, there are no authoritative figures or source of guidance here
in this girl's life, and this makes no effing sense. So they let this poor girl get played like a fiddle. This ninja saw a sucker and he licked it. So here she talks about doing all of this for a grown-ass, able-bodied man. Found him homeless, took him off the streets like a damn stray dog, cleaned him up, takes it upon herself at 21 years old, a fraction of his age. I don't even want to say half his age because this man, I think, is about 60. She only 20. He's old enough to be her pawpaw. She starts feeding his food, buying him clothes, toiletries, puts him in a hotel, goes into debt, y'all. Thousands of dollars into debt, y'all. And it's not like this girl just got it like that. She wasn't fed with a silver spoon. She broke too. She's a broke college student, and she's doing all this with her credit card as a 21-year-old struggling college student. So she's checking in on him, pretty much doing all the things a parent would do for their child. I was watching this initially, and I remember thinking, yeah, at 21, when I was a broke college student, my dad was checking up on me like that. He would be leaving me $20 bills under my steering wheel cover and giving me gift cards and stuff. Like, here's a Visa gift card, girl. I know it's stuff. And here we have this 21-year-old who does this, took on the burden of taking care of this grown-ass man 3 times her age, like he was her child. Went into debt for him, even started a GoFundMe for him, and raises $400,000, y'all. $500,000. I wanna pause and let that marinate. Let's let that breathe. Most of the people who are listening to me right now don't got $400,000 in their bank account right now. She created a GoFundMe for him that cultivated $400,000 in account waiting for him. And here she is, a broke college student, likely has student loan debt. And this raggedy, poor excuse of a fucking human being, this trifling ass Negro, couldn't even get up and go and get an ID to get $400,000 from the GoFundMe. This no good ass worthless Negro couldn't even do that. All he kept doing is asking for more and more money. Like money grows on trees, like it just appears out of air. She talks about how he spent these $200 gift cards that she was given to him in a matter of days. He even lied at one point and says he broke his phone, so she gets him a new one. Just got his hand out at every turn. And Hilton is even nice enough. They get into this too. They're like, okay, cool. You know, this has gone viral. Let's go ahead and put him up as well. Let's ship in. Let's help out. Let's help him get back on his feet. So they give him a room for some time. Then finally, they get tired of this Negro. So Nye, because she has no guidance, no direction, she puts the damn hotel in her name. And in return, this fool sneaks someone else in, y'all. And after doing all this for him, after pouring all her blood, sweat, and tears into him, for all this time, he ghosts her, all for her to end up in debt and with depression. Child, so she talks about how she done lost her internship. She's neglected her schoolwork. And again, it makes me so angry that her parents co-signed this. I can't drag this girl because she a baby. 21, I did some very, very silly things. But I can drag them because they likely my age. And this makes no motherfucking sense. So fuck them. Stupid asses on the phone telling her this shit is cool. I wish I would allow my 21-year-old daughter in a whole nother state alone with no resources, no family to pick up a damn man off the streets and spend her last dime trying to take care of him. She can't even take care of herself. And she can't be nothing more than maybe $120 dripping wet. She's a little tiny itty bitty thing. And they cool with her recording herself alone in a hotel room with him. And see, this is why the universe didn't give me a little girl. I prayed for a little girl when I was pregnant. This is why the universe didn't give me one, because she'd be a man-eater, man. She'd be a monster. She'd be City Girl Jr., Lex Jr., Lil Lex. Y'all know how I am. Y'all think I'm bad. My baby would be ruthless with me. My baby would have $400,000 in her bank account right now. See, the universe know who to pull this ish with, because with somebody like me, my baby would be sitting on $500,000 right now. Student loans, what's that? Credit card debt, where? Because that ninja. We gonna get his ID by hook or by crook, girl. We about to get this money. For $400,000, I know some folks is gonna make it happen. Ninja, you don't want the money? We ain't about to be chasing you and you ducking and dodging and begging you to give you $500,000. They would have my face plastered on a showroom talking about, oh, everybody donated $400K and her mother used it to pay off 9 student loans and bought her a damn home. I'll be behind bars in a mugshot like, and I'll do it again. Y'all got me effed up. And, you know, I try to do the right thing first. But after he ducking and dodging and ghosting my baby, who's doing everything trying to help his bum to get an ID and to get off the streets, after she went $3,000 in credit card debt trying to help, listen, child, I'm a savage. I'm ruthless. Listen, we about to call my attorney. Let me have him draft up some power of attorney papers. We'll give him a ban cash or something. Hey, Unc, we love you. We just want to get some things online. Signed off on this paperwork. Bingo, now I'm power of attorney. That money is mine. Me and my daughter sitting on $500,000 for her time. Pay me for my time. Child, that's a finder's fee. Y'all got me messed up. See, he lucky he came across the right one because ain't nobody playing with him, approaching that little girl while she out shopping. As an able-bodied grown man begging for handouts from this little girl. Because if it was me, Ninja, you don't need no damn tea. You need a job application. You don't need a hotel. Take your ass to the damn homeless shelter. You don't need a GoFundMe. You need a fucking job. You need money. Oh, sorry for you. We all do. This is why I go to work. You better go shovel some damn sidewalks or something. Be like the other crackheads and ask people to wash their windows for $1. Because I ain't giving you ish. There's this song going viral on TikTok, this rap song I like that says, what I look like going 50-50, I'm just a girl. What I look like giving a man a handout in a patriarchal society built for you to succeed, ninja. Because I'm just a black girl living in a racist patriarchy and I'm doing better than your grown ass. And you a man. What's your excuse? Child, this don't make no damn sense. But y'all will coddle and cape and infantilize these men so much. Like they these feeble, helpless children. So much so that we got our babies out here, baby girls putting themselves in danger, compromising their safety, putting themselves in debt and depression. She literally put her life on hold for this man, lost her internship for this grown ass able-bodied man who couldn't even get up and get a fucking ID in order to secure $500,000. And here we go co-signing this bullish. This, and quite frankly, I'm glad it ended this way because this girl could have easily ended up on a milk carton. Because shit ain't sweet out here. We see how his past is, how problematic he is. And she alone in fucking DC taking home attempted M-worders off the street. And white people think this is cool, plotting this ish. I'm telling y'all, with the lack of guidance she has at home, she gonna come across the wrong person and they gonna chew her up and spit her out. And I pray that it don't happen, but she still ain't learned. She up here talking about, oh, knows my number by heart. I'm still here. I'm ready to help him when he's ready. No, so nobody has taken her under their wing to say, hey, babe, I understand you're a giving person, but there's an appropriate way to go about doing this. This ain't right. Still got her out here willy-nilly, ready to get chewed up and spit out by the next person. She lucky this man didn't kill her and take her money. Again, he has a history of brutal violence, so it's not far-fetched. Baby, I grew up with wolves, okay? And this is what terrifies me because you sitting here doing this for complete strangers. How are you with men you romantically involved with, Nye? Because I was raised in a community of monsters, goons, and goblins. And baby, they would have chewed you up and spit you out, girl. So damn naive and generous. I don't know if y'all caught it, but they was looking at her like a lick so much. Even their damn uncle that she ended up meeting over the phone ended up asking her for money and gift cards. Because they like, well, this girl dumb enough. Let me get my hand out too. She just giving out money. Thank goodness GoFundMe didn't give her that $400,000 because this stupid ninja is living the life that he deserves. Y'all done got my pressure up. This has gotten way too long and has made me so mad. So I'm going to wrap it up there. What do y'all think about this situation? What do you think it says about the poor state of the white community to co-sign this mess? Furthermore, what do y'all think about her parents allowing Naya to put herself in danger like this and to go thousands of dollars in debt trying to save this girl, Nat Ninja? What do you think about his criminal past? And also, what do you think about the fact that it is merely this dummy's ID standing between him and $500,000 damn, and he couldn't even do that right? Chime in down below. I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Even if you think I should, bitch, nigga, I don't give.
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.